Buddy, today we're gonna react to a video. The Cyber Country Van store. I guys don't worry about this. I'm just like a bad idea. The developers will battle them themselves. Let's go.
The dogs bullied me. Life was tough being thrown around like a toy. After days like that, I just cried. Then I saw the Battle Gang ad on TV. That's when I decided to join. I started working out, lifted weights, practiced my punches, did some curls, and soon I was ready. How do you like me now? Why so quiet? Let's talk. What's wrong? Oh, running away? I thought we were having fun.
Disclaimer. This video is in response to the YouTuber that replied to my recent video called This Gaming YouTube. Disclaimer. This video is in response to the YouTuber that replied to my recent video called This Gaming YouTuber Must Be Exposed. I highly recommend you watch that video before you watch this one, and I recommend you watch both of them all the way through. Thank you. Alright people, what's up? This creepy gaming YouTuber has responded to me and it is bad. Now audience, the subject of today's video is once again Day Bomb. A few days ago, I dropped the video called This Gaming YouTuber Must Be Exposed. In that video, I go over the YouTuber Day Bomb, the War Thunder YouTuber that likes to draw anime girls based on the various tanks that are inside the video game. Now, I made it a point in that video that there is absolutely nothing wrong with drawing anime girls inside of your content. However, I do have a problem with it whenever you're drawing children explicitly in this manner. And then you use that platform of drawing those children sexually to siphon your audience into your Patreon account, where those very childlike looking characters are drawn in very explicit ways on your Patreon. You know, with like no clothes on either. But in all seriousness, whenever I dropped this video, I knew that I was getting into some shit. I knew that this was gonna cause so much of a stir that I even made this comment in my previous video. So this guy, for some reason, gets an overwhelmingly amount of support, which in theory could cause some pretty big YouTube beef, but at this point, I can't really care. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you that I was right. The shit is stinky, the shit is hot, and the shit has been stirred. A great portion of Day Bomb's gooner-ass fan base was typing paragraphs upon paragraphs upon paragraphs defending Day Bomb in the childlike characters that they like to off to, with the absolute biggest cope.
Children,
with the absolute biggest copes I think I have ever read on YouTube.com. And audience, this video containing Day Bomb's response is only going to stir the pot even more. With that being said, let's begin. Day Bomb started off by saying, holy shit, you typed a lot. You know what I said about Day Bomb and his fanbase typing paragraphs upon paragraphs upon paragraphs? I haven't even got to reading this dude's response and I already know it is full of cope. But hey, let's go ahead and hear him out. Maybe he's got some crazy points. First of all, I sincerely apologize if my video made you uncomfortable. Yes, Day Bomb, it in fact did make me uncomfortable. There's just something about my hair wearing almost no clothing on my screen that makes me fucking desensitized ass fanbase got recommended my YouTube video. Absolutely. Everybody that was commenting was in agreement that that was a child. There was even comments of people saying that they can't even look at the screen. And yeah, you can go ahead and say that it's my audience that's being biased because of what I'm saying. Because that's not a child, that's just inspired by a 40-year-old tank, so let's off to it. But if any of you guys really want me to, I will take this picture of Day Bomb's art and I will go ahead and ask 5 strangers in a row if they I think that that is a child. If that makes it easier for you guys to finally accept that this is a child, then I can go ahead and do it. Daybomb continues by saying, War Thunder features a wide range of vehicles, and I've drawn characters in various sizes to match them. Many of them are adult characters, even though that wasn't shown in this particular video. I'm not exactly sure what Daybomb is trying to refer to in this segment. Is he saying that the previous video that I made was actually adult characters, but I didn't say that they were adult characters? Or did the anime characters that I shown in my previous video were actually minors all along? Because either way that Daybomb is trying to spin this narrative is complete bullshit. Because I could have swore that I said this in my previous video. If it looks like a child and has the body structure of a child, well, it must be a child. And I'm sure if Daybomb wants to argue with me that the canonical age of this character is like 40 fucking years old, I will gladly debate him how this character does not look 40 years old. So if he's referring to me not abiding by the canonical age of the characters that he pulled out of his ass, that's very true. I don't give a fuck about the lore of your YouTube channel. If Daybomb is trying to say that the characters that I featured in my video were actually adults this entire time, then congratulations, buddy. I predicted that you were gonna be coping your fucking ass off. But if you're trying to say that the characters that I was featuring was actually minors all along, well, that just doesn't make a good look for you either. Yeah, guys, she's 40 years old. She's 40 years old because, I fucking said so. Patreon.com, baby. Seriously, dude, imagine using the excuse that because you're drawing a tank in World War II, that you think that that is a free excuse to draw explicit content of children on the internet. Because you based it off of War II tank that was like 80 years old. Like, seriously, is it that hard to just make your characters look like adults? But instead you have to explain to every human being on the internet the technicalities and the, well, actually, it's technically 40 years old because it's technically a World War II tank. They're children. Shut the fuck up. I don't design characters because they look small or young. I simply draw what I think would be interesting or fun based on the vehicles in the game. Oh, brother, the same cope again. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and strip away the legend that encrusts these anime children that are drawn sexually. If you take away the idea that Daybomb drew characters inspired by World War II tanks, this guy practically has nothing else to say. You want to know why a good 91% of people out of 66,000 votes voted yes? It's not because they're a part of my fan base and because they're biased about what I say. I didn't tell anybody that they did or didn't look like a child. It's because they don't know the context that it was drawn by a World War II tank. And that is exactly why 60,000 of those votes voted for the fact that it looks like a child. And because it does look like a child, you as an artist, Daybomb, has failed to convey the message that it looks like an adult. Whether you will accept that or a grand majority of your audience that likes to off to that disgusting shit, if they refuse to recognize reality, then I'm sorry, I don't know what else you want me to say. If you guys want to defend your child folder that much, then please, I don't want you in my fan base. In this video, the focus ended up on mostly some of my more suggestive animations, particularly ones with less developed art style or younger looking characters. Thank you, Daybomb, you fucking admitted it yourself. The videos I was featuring was about your more suggestive and sexual animations, and particularly your ones that look like fucking children. I hate to break it to the die-hard Daybomb fans, but you've been to children, bro. Turn yourself in today, motherfucker. I am aware of that, and in recent works, I have made a conscious effort to not draw young-looking characters in a sexualized way. Well, you must be doing a very fucking shit job at it. In my previous video, ladies and gentlemen, I stated in his recent video about a character named Weasel, he drew an anime girl that he explicitly says is a minor in that video. Video, he sexualized that child's. I'm just gonna roll the clip for you. Daybomb, I don't know what exactly you're referring to by that conscious effort about not sexualizing young characters, but you are doing a very fucking shit job. For example, in some of my previous animations, I've shown adult female characters like the Maz with heavily damaged clothing, but I don't depict small or young characters in that way. I'm gonna go ahead and roll the clip that Daybomb is referring to so we know the context. Wait a minute, is this really the ace up this dude's sleeve? Because you're not drawing the anime characters with heavily damaged clothing and it looks like a piece of their clothing is taken off, where it looks like it's a little bit of a tease in the video. Is that sheer your defense that you're making right now? Holy shit, I've heard toddlers come up with better excuses. Seriously, man, what a fucking shit point that is. Even if you don't depict characters as getting damaged with their clothing, you still draw fucking minors with way less clothing than what you're seeing here. And we don't even have to talk about YouTube. I've seen your Patreon. We don't even have to talk about YouTube. There's fucking kids over there. You don't depict small or young characters in that way. Yeah, dude, fuck off. Again, I'm truly sorry. I fully acknowledge that before I took an 8-month break, some of my older videos were much more provocative and suggestive. I deeply regret that, and I want to apologize once more. Yeah, Daybomb, I get it. It sounds pretty fucking ooh-woo and cute to apologize, and I say that I accept your apology, yada yada. You still sexualized a child in your recent video. What the fuck are you apologizing for? You can't even hold up to your word. That said, I've been trying to make my videos less sexualized than they used to be. In the recent Weasel video, the vehicle itself is extremely small and light, and as an artist, I've been simply wanting to reflect that design through the character. Oh, here we fucking go, dude. I think we've already debunked this whole cope like 2 times already. If you're gonna draw a that you know that you're gonna sexualize their in that same video, how about you just make them an adult? Like, is it really that fucking hard? And I'm not talking about like drawing the girl and then saying, oh yeah, this is totally 40 years old. Like, you should actually draw a grown adult, you know what I mean? It was not about personal preference. Yes, it was, dude. Shut the fuck up. You're the artist. You're the one that looked at this fucking tank and thought, yeah, I need to draw this. And also, you're the same artist that edited that video and sexualized that child. It was entirely your preference. Do not give me that shit. I even included a subtle line in the video to suggest that viewers shouldn't sexualize childlike characters, and yet you do the same fucking thing yourself. And coincidentally enough, you even put comments of your fucking Gooner fan base on top of it. So let's break the bullshit. Are you encouraging your fan base? Because you're very obviously putting your fans' comments on the screen, encouraging it, you know, sexualizing children's. Or are you doing the very opposite of what you're saying in this comment by saying that you're disavowing it? I think you need to make up your mind, you freaky weird-ass motherfucker. Yeah, dude, you pretty much solidified everything I said. You're fucking disgusting. Well, audience, what do you think? Subscribe to the channel if you would like to see a part 3 about Daybomb. With that being said, I'm gonna get to bed later.
Okay. Anyway, guys, today we have finished the reaction. So if you want one more, guys, just yeah. Just up, guys. Don't act like. Just up.